I always got him working. This is a Cmax module. This is half of an actual battery out of the car. But this is one of the sleeves. Good for a 45 amp hour. So this is the battery we're building for the black Jeep budget build. Here's the bars. And let me show you these bars, at least one of them. I got these for a really good deal from Carolina SPL, which is Walt Johnson. So if you're looking for some good budget bars, look him up. He makes some good stuff. It's just, rather than mirror finishing it, he puts this frosted look on it. Got the 3-threaded rod for compression. Here we got the balancer. And this is what I've been working on while Billy's doing the Brainiac work. I'm making the compression kit. I got it drilled, coat of paint on it. So yeah, basically, and Deb's here for moral support today. It's Mother's Day, so we all went out and had lunch and everything already, but see how these are like swapped back and forth? They all got to come out, and we got to break it down into 4 banks where it's like all the positives are here, then negative. Yeah, it'd all be in a series, but all right, I just want to let you know what we're doing on this Mother's Day. And if any of the ladies are watching, happy Mother's Day. Other than that, yeah, that's the next project. But right now we own this. All right, this is the part here. You got to break. These things are compressed from the factory. So that's what he just did, is pop the compression off. And sometimes they a little, there you go. He's got it all apart now. See how it just got a lot longer than what it was? That's the factory compression, and when you put them back together, you have to compress them. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get all the cells out, the spacers, and flip them the correct way, which is what he's doing. But after we get all the banks figured out, we gotta go back with a multimeter and just check each cell and make sure that they're all around the same. And if you find a really weak one, then probably replace it, or, you know, it could be bad. Generally, you won't really find any bad ones, but sometimes you do. So yeah, that's pretty much building a small Cmax, you know. I mean, I'll be back with more footage as we go, but this is kind of, I don't think anybody's really done a video yet of putting a Cmax together full in depth. So, you know, after you take this apart, which the crucial thing after you get all the screws out is what I just showed you, popping it apart. But we'll show you a little bit of it, because this would be like one bank right here. That's why he's got them all separated. So I'm gonna get off of this camera and I'm gonna grab the multimeter and just start checking them. And we'll go from there, guys. So basically we got it laid out how it's gonna go. You see like all the positives facing the same direction. So this would be positive, this would be negative, 4 banks. And every one of these were probably within 100th of each other. They were all at 3.7 something or other. You always had 2 cells left over. When you build a 45 or a 90, you'll have 4 left over. 135, you have 6. So I think Billy got a pretty good collection of Cmax cells here from all the cells he's been building. He could probably build a 45 or damn near it, but always got spare. You always have 2 left, but all these look good. They all, like, voltage on them was great. So right now he's cutting the wood piece that's gonna go on the side between the angle iron, and I'm gonna get it painted black, and then we can start actually sticking the bars on here, because, like, you know, you have a bar here, a bar here, and a bar here, and then this will be your negative plate and your positive plate, and then you got to compress it. Then put a balancer on it. So I tell you what, it don't take nearly as long to build these as it used to. All right, you guys seen everything up to this point. So what we just did, just set these here because that's my spacer between that and the steel. Of course, I painted it black. You're not going to see this side really because of the steel bar, but you just put these on. Like, this is positive, this is negative, or this is negative, this is positive. So what we've done is just put all 4 banks of these in a series. A lot of you guys know that, but for the ones that don't, I mention it. So at this point, we got to put all the nuts on, tighten them down, put the positive cap over here, the negative there. And at this point, you don't really tighten them, you just kind of snug them. And then you'll put your compression on, run your bar through each end of the compression, snug it down, and then you can go back and tighten these better. But you don't want to tighten them super tight because look at how that's made. You just kind of want to snug them all. But I'll be back when we get more progress. Okay, so what we have done, we got that board in there for installation. The threaded rod run through each end. It wasn't bad compressing this one, like all the caps went on really well. You basically just snug these. You don't want to over tighten where you crush a cell, but you do want to tighten a little bit, you know. So we usually tighten them to this washer starts to flatten out. Not more, just when they start going in, you're pretty good. But you can tell. So anyway, guys, this is pretty much it. This is how you stick a Cmax bank together. I know that everybody's scared of the Cmax monster, and you know, there's horror stories about it. I think most of these horror stories come from people wanting to put wood compression because, you know, even though it'll hold for a while, there's always that chance that you start overcharging or something and it can pop apart. I know there's guys that argue, I've had wood compression for this. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I would never run wood compression, but that's just me, you know. Why run wood compression when this shit's like $30 for these pieces, and these are like $1.50, and the nuts and the washers and nuts are cheap as hell. There's no need to, you guys, you know. Or yeah, you can go to like Coventry or someplace and pay them $100 for a compression kit that they've got, you know, 50 bucks in maybe. But yeah, now all we got to do is finish tightening all this stuff, finish giving it a snug, put the balancer on, and then we'll check the voltage on it. And after that, you know, I'll probably take it home and throw it on charge just to top it off. And he's got the drill set very, very loose up here. So yeah, he's not hardly putting any tightening on them at all. Billy's built 100 of these things. He knows what the hell he's doing. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the extent of it. All right, guys, we kind of got her snugged down. I went ahead and stuck these little bolts in here. We sitting at 15.2. Everything is golden. Now what we can do is we can go from there to here. So, you know, we're at 3.75. Then we could go from there to here, 3.75. Get in there to here, 3.75. We'll check the last one here, 3.75. I told you these cells were like all on point, which is a really good sign that they were all exactly the same. So that's golden. We're sitting at 15 volts already, and this bank that we just tore apart has been sitting in here for months, just sitting in the floor in a box, that box. So anyway, guys, all we got to do is put the balancer on it, and we're pretty much good to go. So this is a new build, like literally brand new. What are these, Bruce?
The W4500s.
Okay, so 4 4500s, a bunch of Cmax back there. And then inside, let me sneak through here. There's his doors. We just welded a brace up here for his stripper pole. That's why he's out here, but he got 8 FI12s. And which FIs are these, Bruce?
They are the HC ferrite motors.
Well, they look beast. I mean, it's a big. I definitely like their ferrite over their lithium.
Upgraded BTLs as well. So.
Okay, upgraded BTL. I like those over the Neos they have. Yeah. But he got some pretty shit going on in this floorboard. These guys, they're getting crazy with this epoxy stuff. But it's a brand new build. He literally he ain't done. He just drove it out here to weld the stripper pole mount in because he don't have a welder. And everybody comes to Billy's house to do stuff on car audio. He got an Auto Tech and a Brand X down there. He'll be replacing that Brand X before long. He pulled all his fuses so we could weld. He's responsible. I don't give a shit. I just weld it up. Yeah, I don't even be laying blankets down. We got all the welding blankets in there.
You gotta have your blanket.
But no, I figured while they had a new build here, I would show you. And of course, it's a Cherokee. I've known Bruce for a hot minute. I met Bruce at sundown. Give him a demo and broke my first windshield while I was doing it.
That thing went.
Broke my first windshield with Bruce, so we got a special connection.
You after either Bruce in presence.
But anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed building the Cmax. That's all done. I already got it loaded in the Rogue, so I'm getting ready to go home and figure out what I can do. Remember last weekend when we did all the wiring in the black Jeep? I made a mistake. I thought I ran extra wires in there for something, but I forgot to run voltage regulator wiring. So, yeah, I got to pull a bunch of shit out and run voltage regulator wiring. I don't know if I'm going to do it today because it keeps looking like it wants to rain. It rained this morning a little bit, but hell, who knows? And then tomorrow I ain't going to have much time because we got to take that thing to the tent shop and have it tinted. I've been going to the tent shop every weekend. Me and that dude's becoming real good friends because I go to his tent shop on Mondays, and he comes to the tattoo shop on Saturdays, so it works out for both of us. But I'll see you in a little bit. He was going easy on it because it's a brand new build. He's just doing like sub break-in volume. He said his gain's like low, like way below clipping for, just so he wouldn't get carried away and turn it up and blow anything. But it's gonna be beast, guys. It's pretty windy as it is. All right, guys, I came home and I decided to work on the A-pillars for my Jeep. I just sanded them through Bondo on them. So I'm gonna wrap this up here. It's still Sunday evening, Mother's Day. It's probably like creeping up on 5 o'clock. It's been sprinkling, nothing major, but we got some good demos in and we built a battery. So, hey, I'll take that as a win. I did order all the parts to put the radio in the Rogue. So maybe next weekend I'll do that. I know I need to work on the black Jeep. I do know it. And I built the battery for it today, so I'm still getting something accomplished for it. But, guys, it is what it is. I try to do what I can, you know. There's no particular order. We want to get the black Jeep done. Like, trust me, I want to get it done. But with that being said, I'm doing what I can. Today wasn't a bad day, though. We got the battery, and I got some great demos. Now, that Jeep Cherokee, that's my buddy Bruce. 8 FI12s, 4 4500s. He ain't got a lot of power in there. It still was, you know, a pretty good demo. That thing hits hard, but there's a reason why. It is a 6th order. Brand new subs, the FS is still going to be really high because they're not loosened up. FS on a subwoofer always goes down when they're broke in, so it was playing really peaky, and you know, he's afraid to turn it up a whole lot because the subs, like I said, they're not broke in. Billy's F-160, on the other hand, that thing is stupid. And there again, Billy's sandbagging like a mother. He sets his gains at volume 30 on his head unit. He don't get much over 25. Really, now you don't need to. That thing's, he's got so much cone area in there. But I did get him to turn it up to like volume 28 for me on the last demo. But there again, he was holding back on the bass knob. He's like, you know, I think he said he turned up to 6 out of 10 on the bass knob. So yeah, that thing's just a beast, guys. But anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. I hope all y'all had a great Mother's Day. Well, all you mothers, non-mothers, and you dudes, I don't care what y'all. No, I'm kidding. Hope everybody had a great day. But anyway, thank y'all for watching this crap. Don't forget, check out the woofer shop and my little shopping here on YouTube for my merch, the Debbie Ain't Loud merch, and that 187 Jeep merch. That's just what I've been calling it because we're murdering it out. Yeah, it ain't done. We know his name's Julian, but I did some merch for it with the 187 Jeep logo. I'm going to put a 187 sticker on that thing. I don't care. Just, I'm going to do it. Whether it's cheesy, corny, whatever, I don't care. It's going to have a 187. It'll be black. You won't see it, but it's going to be on there. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to check out all that stuff. And leave me a like, and if you're not subscribed, hell, I might have content you like. Peace out, guys, and as always, bass on.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.